Hey guys, welcome back to Lifestyle Podcast. My name is Coach Shan. Thank you so much for tuning into the series called The Reset. Today, we're talking about bridging the gap, breaking generational curses. This one is on the more sensitive side to me because going through generational curses is not something that you prepare for. It's just life. It's just the way that life is. And so much misunderstanding happens in between just breaking the curse. It can set back a generation, it can carry over for generations, depending on the person that has to break the generational curse has to be built to withstand a lot. That person is a lot of times misunderstood. I can speak from a personal experience. I had one of the best moms growing up. She made sure that she kept our innocence. She made sure that she kept our house covered. We were in church. I never see her smoke. I never see her drink. She bring men in our house. She tried to be the ideal Christian woman. And there was such a disconnect where I felt like she just couldn't understand. I felt like maybe because she was born in the Caribbean and I was born in America, we were just disconnected at some time. And I was just laughing with my daughter. I was just telling her, this little shirt right here, if my mom would have seen this back in the days, I would have made her so happy. But God forbid she try to dress me up like something. I'd be like, oh, you're trying to make me look like a Haitian. I don't want it. There was so much tension at times just because we didn't really understand. And I always thought to myself, when I have children, I'm not going to be like that. We're going to be the coolest. I'm going to understand them. We're going to speak the same language. I'm going to make sure that they wear the freshest clothes and just packing on all these ideas that I'm going to do when I have my own children. Well, I have my own children, y'all. And no matter what I did, it doesn't matter if I put them in the nicest clothes. There was just this gap. There was just this disconnect, right? Where my children felt like I couldn't understand. And to me, I'm looking at them like, I'm making sure that you guys are good. Like, you guys are fed. I'm taking you guys places. We're going out, doing things I never did with my mom. With my mom, you guys have is you guys should be good. If anything, y'all ungrateful. How dare you be ungrateful? I'm working hard. I'm doing the best I can. I'm busting my behind to give you what I didn't have. You guys are ungrateful. How funny how life takes a turn. Parents coming from the Caribbean, my mom was the hustler. She'll sell you back what you sold her and make a profit off of it, right? That lady didn't play no games. She was an entrepreneur for real. She worked hard to give me what she didn't have. But the disconnect didn't come from the things that were materialistic. The disconnect came from just this idea of what she wanted me to be, what I wanted them to be, right? And one thing I learned through prayer, through giving things to God, through making sure that my foundation is set, is that I am just a carrier. God knew them before they were even formed in me. They have their own identities. They have their own personalities. They have their own assignments. I am their mother. I'm the person that's going to care for them. I'm going to pray over them, right? But if I try to make them what I want them to be, that disconnect will push them further than it would actually, and it would actually do more harm than good. Did I know that at first? No. Did I understand how to take a step back? No. I wanted to protect them. Life is crazy out there. If I don't protect them, who can? If I don't pour into them these things, then when life get a hold of them, it's going to beat them down. I am taking my trauma. I am taking the things that I have been through and I am projecting it on them. That is not their life. That is not what they've been through. That is not their experience by the grace of God. But how can they begin to become who they need to be? How can we bridge the gap? In order for them to bridge the gap, God had to show me that you love your children. I love you the way that you love your children. My love for you is unconditional. My love for you is great. I would want you to do this, but you are going to do this. I need you to do this. I need you to see that what I have in store for you is good, but you have to go through your own experiences in order to see that. So what do we do? What do I do in this part? I learned that through time, I put down my purpose in order to make sure that they fulfill theirs. God woke it up in me and said, the same way that you believe in their purpose, I believe in you. You threw your purpose to the side. Stop trying to make them live into their purpose when you are afraid of living through your own. Kids do not do what you tell them to do. They do what they see. So if you are running from your purpose, you are trying to make them the best version of you. They see the version of you. They don't want to be the version of you. They're rebelling against the version of you that you're trying to make them to become. Only because it wasn't for them, it's for you. You're trying to make them do what you are supposed to do. God had to get me aligned first and set me back on the course of living for me. Understanding that I have a calling over my life. Understanding that I have a plan assigned to me. By doing so and focusing on what was in front of me, I loosened the reins on the kids, and the transition period allowed me to see who they're becoming. It allowed me to understand them. It allowed them to understand me. Now when they go through things, right, they don't have to feel ashamed. They don't have to worry, will I judge them? Because I allowed them to see me go through stuff. I allowed them to see me fail. I allowed them to see me start over. I allowed them to see me chase my dreams. I allowed them to see the good days as well as the bad days. I allowed them to see what I do when those days happen. I go into prayer. I go into fasting. The little girl that I have that used to drive me up a wall, the little girl that I used to just be like, God, you know what? I'm going to send her back, is now the person I call and be like, girl, listen, I'm going through it today. I don't even think I could pray. And she'll grab oil and she'll go around the house and she'll start praying. I'll be in a season where I'm just like, man, I could feel me just being attacked. And I'll hear at 6 o'clock in the morning, gospel music playing and her praying, and it motivates me to get through the day. It didn't come by me telling her. It didn't come by me telling her. It came from her seeing. You have to be able to, a lot of things that you want to take out of your kids, 9 times out of 10 is in you. You don't want to say it? Yeah, sound like a hypocrite. I'm going to say it. You can't whoop me. I don't care. But a lot of the things that you want your kids to be better at is the things that you're afraid to confront at your core. So by her seeing me confront myself at my core, she does the same. Whenever she gets into situations, whenever she's in a bind, I won't even know that little girl's on the fast, right? My sons, they're quick to say, God is good. God will see us through. God is. Man, look what God did. Y'all know how long I was in the church and these kids ain't never... I gathered myself in the church, and these kids ain't never speak or move that way because it was just something that I said. It was religion. It wasn't a relationship. When they seen the true depth of the relationships, when the conversations that couldn't be heard by other people that was behind closed doors, when they seen the real me, that's why people talk about PK kids. PK kids are not what you think. But when they see the true purpose and the true lifestyle change, and they see the results, God is not a God that he will fail. You're giving everything to God, you're going to see God's hand in everything. So when they begin to see God's hand in everything over your life, that's when they will begin to operate in that way. Where does bridging the gap come from? Bridging the gap, it was a routine for me to see my mom go to church. It was a routine for me to see her worship. But the things that she went through behind closed doors because she had to protect our innocence, I never really seen her struggle. I never really understood the weight that she carried. I didn't understand the things that she was trying to pour into me was the things that she didn't receive herself. Bridging the gap came from me no longer trying to show my children that I can carry the weight of the world, but showing them and living in the reality of, if it's not, hadn't been for God, where would I be? Living in that truth. I may be the generational curse breaker, but I'm also the generational wealth carrier. That's wealth. Seasons that's meant to destroy, seasons that's meant to try to bring on depression, things, because we go through life, y'all. We really do. Things that was meant to tear me down, sickness, divorce, whatever it is, right? They seen me put my trust in God. So I can trust that when I'm not around, I can trust that when they're alone, I can trust that whenever they're going through seasons in their life, that the first thing that they're going to do is that they're going to go to God, pray about it, and rest assured, I know that God's hand over their life is way better than anything that I can do for myself, and I will go to the ends for them. Bridging the gap starts with yourself, making sure that you are living in your purpose, that you are walking in your truth, that you are aligned with what God placed on your life, your destiny. That's the way that they're going to be able to step into who God called them to be. And it's crazy because the very thing that you were trying to instill in them, God will do through them only if you are willing to be that person. Now, let's say I didn't walk in my truth. Then I can't be upset she's resenting me. I can't be upset that he or she is resenting me, resenting what I'm saying to them. If they ain't see me do it, why they gonna listen to me? Or why would they take what I got to say into perspective? I'm just talking, but I don't really know what it feels like to walk it. Living in your truth is how you bridge the gap. It's how you would help generation after generation to come. They can pass that down to their children. They can pass down what is true, what is real. Materialistic stuff will come and go. Everything that's attached to them, everything that is attached to your family, what is true. You know what God blesses can't nobody destroy, right? What is true, what has meaning, would only be able to be passed down as if it's built on solid grounds, as if it's built on the word, if it's built on what is real. If you are faking it to make it, right? Everywhere you go, you're just, oh, everything's great, everything's fine. And then when you go to the house, you are depressed, you are mean, you are angry, you are bitter, you cussing these kids out, you hate life, right? Behind closed doors, you are passing down that generational curse. And that child, that generational curse breaker of yours, will resent what you are doing. They will rebel against you because they're the ones that's going to be the ones to break free. They're going to be the ones to tear down that stronghold because every generation has an inheritance and God's word will come to pass. Doesn't matter which one y'all want to break the generational curse. Whoever wants to be the generational curse breaker, I didn't want to be the generational curse breaker, but whoever can actually withstand the seasons, actually get down and pray and actually like trust God. Let me tell you something on the other end of that, because I know it's hard. Just know that God's promise over your life will take everything that you've been through, will take all those moments and make them seem so small to the blessing that he has in store for you. Not that I have in store for you, but that he has for you. You just got to see it through. I want to throw that part in there because being a generational curse breaker is not for the weak, but trust that he will give you the strength to see it through. You'll be able to do all things. You'll be able to. Those days that you don't understand why you're going through these things or why it's heavy or just how much more can you take, those days are building you. They're developing you. They're helping you take back all the things that God has given to you that the enemy tried to steal, kill, and destroy. He's giving those things back to you. He's giving you those lessons so that you can pass it down from generation to generation. You're going to bridge the gap. You're a wealth carrier. Say I'm a generational curse breaker. Say that you're a wealth carrier. To my wealth carrier, I want you to know that you are loved, that you are blessed, that God has things in store for you that no man can steal, kill, or destroy. Stand on truth. Know that he is with you. Don't give up. When you cry, take him with you. When you're happy, take him with you. No matter what season you're in, don't give up. Don't give up. Talk to him. He's there. Until next time, guys. I'll see you guys later. Have a blessed one.